Hello, thanks for joining us. This is Danny and
level 40 Tristan.
And level 40 Tristan. Racking up the levels over there, trying to keep up with our mob farm. And we are going to do a sorting system today. So we built this mob farm actually in the 2 episodes ago. We made some improvements to it last time. We're getting, of course, so much stuff that we can't keep up with it, and we're manually having to grab stuff and put it over here. So we're going to build a sorting system that's going to sort out all of our items like so. There's actually going to be 2 different types of sorting methods. This is going to be just the typical single item sorting. It's going to be an overflow safe sorting method, and I'm going to do most of it off camera, and I'll show you how it's done afterwards. But we have these 4 things that we're going to be sorting over here, and then we're going to have basically these 2 chests are going to be things that don't stack, are going to end up here. Mostly that's going to be bows, but we'll also end up with some potions in there from witches, but it's mostly going to be bows. And then everything else is going to end up here. So I'll show you.
Look at me again. Oh, you can see my butt pockets.
Your butt pockets. and this will be expandable. We'll be able to put more chests down here, and then we'll be able to even put chests into the floor here, but we'll have to put hoppers where these blocks are. But for starters, we're just doing it this way because we want to save on hoppers, because this is going to take a lot of hoppers, because we're going to be running hoppers all the way from over there to over here, and then we're going to be using dispensers to move the items up. So that'll be kind of a powered elevator. And then of course we'll have hoppers across the top and various we'll be using a bunch of comparators and repeaters, I guess. I don't think we'll be using droppers, but yeah. So that's what's going on. You might notice since the last episode we did expand our platform here. We moved our bed over here so that we can sleep while the mobs are there. Otherwise we had to turn into AFK, and then we would lose all our mobs that spawn overnight. Thank you. Tristan just gifted me a power 3 bow to replace my power 1. Which I'm just going to throw away because XP is cheap for us now. So like a power 1 bow is like whatever.
Oh, no.
Those witches they've been fighting each other for like the last hour. Like this whole time I've been building this. So I've completed phase 1, I guess, maybe the first 2 phases of the sorting system, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm also going to put a link in the description below to a couple of videos that more thoroughly explain what I'm doing, because I'm actually combining a couple different types of sorting systems into one, and I've also made a few changes myself. But I just want to give credit where credit is due. So first of all, we're going to have a string of hoppers coming over here. I haven't done that yet because I want to get everything working first, and I need to make more hoppers. But what I've got here this is where the hoppers are basically going to terminate. It's going to go into this bottom dropper. So these are 4 droppers. The bottom 3 are facing up, and then the top one is facing into this hopper. So this is basically just a simple elevator system. I have a loop here caused by a comparator coming out of that bottom hopper. So anything coming out of or if there's anything in that hopper, this thing's going to output a redstone signal. It's going to go into this block, into this repeater, which will make it a full signal, which is going back into the comparator. So that's going to cause a loop, causing it to pulse as long as there's anything in that hopper. And then it's going to basically pulse itself. So this repeater is going to end up actually pulsing all 3 of these hoppers, and it's going to cause them each to push the item up. And then I actually, because sometimes items get stuck in there when you just do that, so I actually have I have redstone running into 4 different repeaters that are going to hit these 5 repeaters actually that are going to hit these droppers at different intervals, so that it goes click, 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 click. So that way it ends up pushing that item all the way to the top. It's probably not necessary with this farm because really, well, if we have something sitting in this hopper, the next time an item comes in, it'll get pushed to the next. But whatever, this just makes it more efficient, I guess. So an item goes in there, and then it goes into this string of hoppers. I'll show you the side view of these because these are all 4 are set up the same. So this is the sorting system basically. Whatever ends up in this hopper ends up going into the sorting system, and And then it will end up in these 4 chests based on the filters I have in the back. And then what doesn't fit those filters is going to end up in this chest. So the way the filters work is we have a hopper. We have the hopper chain at the top, right? Those are all facing into each other.
I like how it kills them before they even hit the ground.
Before they hit the ground, yeah, you
Because
see the death animation before they even.
Because the game knows that they're gonna die.
Yeah, I think it might be that there's a delay in the falling animation. Actually, maybe, I don't know. But okay, so these are all going across. These hoppers will only pick up what's being pulled across those heights, and they're gonna go across one item at a time. This hopper will only be able to accept the items that are in here. So we've got 41 rotten flesh, and then 4 items that will never be in the system. So what I did is I took cobblestone, and I named it in an anvil. I just took a stack of cobble, and I named it filter_placeholder, because nothing will ever come into this system called filter_placeholder. So we never have to worry about that. But the 41 rotten flesh are sitting in here in order to give us just the right redstone signal, which right now is 2. So we have a redstone signal of 2. Once it reaches 3, by adding another piece of rotten flesh in there, then this piece of redstone is going to get hit, or is going to get a signal, which is going to go to this repeater, which is then going to turn off this redstone torch, which is powering this block, which is blocking this hopper. So all these hoppers down here have redstone torches that are basically stopping them from working, so that's why these items are just sitting here. They're not going anywhere, even though the hoppers down here just have 1 item. They're always going to have 1 item. So of course the one drawback with this system is you do end up holding up 42 items. So if you want to use this for like diamonds or something like that, this might not be the best system for you. But the nice thing about this system is that it has overflow protection, because we will never get a redstone signal, even if we have a full stack of rotten flesh in here. We'll never get a redstone signal greater than 3. If we did, it would end up going over to the next block, and then we'd have to separate these further. So that's kind of how you could fix that system, is just have these further apart from each other. But this allows us to have it really compact. So then here we've got our same idea: filter placeholder bones, filter placeholder arrows, and then filter placeholder with gunpowder. And then anything that doesn't fall into those is just going to continue along the line, and it's going to end up in this chest. So the final phase of this, which I haven't completed yet, is getting it to give us the items that don't stack and to put those in this chest. And that's actually relatively easy.
I also have 50 levels.
And Tristan has 50 levels. This farm, man, we had to put it on AFK because it was filling up so fast, and it was just driving us crazy. Now, of course, now they're not dropping. Oh, here we go. All right, everything's done. So what I've got here is just beyond our 4 item sorters is a stackable versus non-stackable item sorter. So we've got, well, we're following this hopper chain, and then it's going into this one, which is facing in that direction, and then down here this one is going into the chest. So I've got a comparator coming off of that one. I have a redstone torch above it.
And I'm still level 50.
And Tristan is still level 50. Yeah, the mob farm has been on AFK for a while because we're just kind of done with that at the moment.
I was trying to point out that I didn't die.
Oh yes, he didn't die or anything. So basically the idea is that an item that is stackable will only give us a redstone signal of 1. Whereas an item that's non-stackable, like a bow, will give us a redstone signal of 2, I believe it is, which is enough to power this. So it ends up that anything that's non-stackable ends up here, anything that's stackable ends up here. Hey, why aren't they stacking? Yeah, there's some rotten flesh in there because I was testing. So the whole system should be good to go now. Whatever ends up in this end should get sorted. So like if I throw these bones in here, and this rotten flesh, and this redstone, should all end up going in the right place. So we can see it's being sent up little by little. And I mean, I guess there's already so much stuff in here that we're not going to be able to really see what's going on very well. But there is something that we can do. Oh, all those bows. We're like overloaded with bows. I've been combining bows so that we have full health bows. But I don't know. I think
bows.
Yeah, I think we need like just a garbage can at the end here where we can just throw bows. So I'm almost ready to set this up. We're getting rid of these chests. How did I get XP from that? That was weird. And I'm going to put a hopper there. So I'm going to end up breaking this chest and stuff is going to spill everywhere. And that'll be kind of how we end up testing this. Did you almost fall in the hole again? I'm going to break this, which means mobs will be able to look at... Oh yeah, look, the items are sitting up there. Crap. Okay. So we're going to be putting our sorting system to the test right now. So here goes. I'm going to break this, and it's going to make a big, huge freaking mess. And if we lose some of the stuff, I don't... Oh, look out, look out. I don't really care all that much if we lose stuff. And then once I put that there, stuff in those hoppers will get sorted. But now we can just start... Oh, stone pick. Why is there a stone pick? Oh, yeah, I guess we can't do that easily. We'll just... Don't... Well, we can dump stuff in this bottom hopper, and it'll get sorted. But I guess you can sort it yourself if you want to. I just wanted to kind of test to make sure the sorting system is working. A water elevator or maybe a glass elevator would have been a little bit more efficient there, but whatever. Oh my gosh. Maybe this wasn't the best idea. And then I'm going to cover up all those hoppers. Because they do cause a little bit more lag if there's not a block on top of them because they're checking the world for items. Okay, I'm not seeing anything that's not supposed to be where it is, so far so good. So I had to break the mob farm because one of our hoppers was pointing the wrong... Oh, where did it go? Did you pick up the hopper?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I just put it in the rotten.
So if a witch drops...
Here, Dad.
Oh, thank you. She's gonna come and give us trouble.
Are you assuming the witch's gender?
Yes, I am. Because otherwise she would be a warlock if she were not a she, right? Or a wizard. Alright, I'm gonna turn this back on because we're ready to get some XP again and everything is being sorted.
We are?
Well, I am. I need some XP, so... Oh, right, and I wanted to cover these up. This is gonna be a little bit ugly. Well, I mean, everything around here is a little bit ugly, so whatever. We'll clean it up. Someday it'll be beautiful. I swear.
Someday.
Someday.
It never will be.
No?
No.
So far, so good. It's taking a very long time. It's a slow system, but it'll keep up with the mob farm for sure. So we're all set up. Everything is being sorted. We're getting lots of XP and lots and lots of mob drops. If you do have any questions, comments, ideas, whatever, feel free to leave them. Oh, there was a spider.
And I'm level 51 now.
He's level 51. Feel free to leave them in the comment section below.
My chest plate's gone down too.
And of course, if you did enjoy this, don't forget to click the like button and to join us next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
I'm gonna go jump off the edge.